taking Kim Jong-un's word for it.
So you spent probably more time with President Trump than maybe anybody. I mean, President Obama, during his 8 years in the White House. Have you talked to him since this? Has he reached out to you?
Yeah.
What's his take on this move?
Well, look, all I'll say is, contrary to, frankly, how we were treated in office, we want a diplomatic track with North Korea to succeed. That's in everybody's interest here. So I think the nation should be rooting for diplomacy to work with North Korea, and I think that's certainly President Obama's view. Again, I think we have a lot of concerns with how they've handled the State Department, how they've handled science, how they've been erratic on this issue with North Korea, how their Secretary of State seemed to be cut out of the process, how, frankly, Japan, one of our closest allies in the world, seemed to be surprised by it. These are my views I'm expressing, John, that I haven't seen them, devaluing diplomacy, devaluing sound decision-making process, devaluing science. These are all the mechanisms you're going to need to make diplomacy with North Korea succeed. And while I want that to happen, I have not seen any evidence that they're equipped for this negotiation.
But President Obama is rooting for President Trump to succeed in this effort.
Yes, and I think all Americans should be. But again, we have to realize that there's nothing more complex than nuclear negotiations. There's no place in the world more volatile than the Korean Peninsula. You cannot just approach this like a reality show. This has to be something where you bring in the experts, you invest in the same type of capabilities in our government that we've seen this administration turn their back on, science and diplomacy.
All right, Ben Rhodes, thank you.